Sunday morning, and normally I say now that I just released a video on doing something, except I didn't do that this morning. Not really. I did release a video. It's an exclusive video for Patreon, and you can also watch it if you're extra broke. You can watch it on my website for free. There's a link in the description. The video covers what I did up to where I started building this stuff right here, which is the air cleaner that I built 2 years ago. I didn't realize it was 2 years ago. Almost to the day. It's April of 2018 that I built that air cleaner down there. And time flies. Anyway, so I rebuilt that here. I didn't do anything major. I just rebuilt it and used bigger filters. So it's exactly the same as the original video that I made for the original. So you see the point in doing that. Next to it, and I'll move the camera in a bit and give you a better view, are new power tool cubbies. Because I'm not stopping here with my workshop revamp. I don't know what you can call it. Redo. I'm also going to be doing, and this will probably be the last for a while, I'm also going to be redoing the tool board. There are some things about it that I don't like and have been bugging me from the beginning. And one of those, even though I love it, even though I love having those cubbies available, I don't like how they shade the tool board, like to block the light. And I know I had comments from people at the time saying, well, you're going to put a light up there so it won't be so dark. You know, that's an option to put a light there, of course, but that would create a lot of glare. So I'm going to redo that, probably bring it right up very close to the ceiling, or probably level with the gantry track, which is the top of the window frame, and go right into the corner and eliminate those tool cubbies there, because I have these now, and eliminate also the cubbies on the bottom that I have for screws. That has turned out to be not a great idea either. First of all, it provides a shelf for me to keep junk, and also the bins themselves are difficult to pull things out of. If they had been a little bit bigger, they would have been better. But as they are, my hand just barely fits in. And not that I've got big paws here or anything, but my hand just barely fits in, and I'm able to kind of pull them out. Anyway, so that's going. And what I'm going to do instead, I'm still going to have screws available like that, because, okay, the downdraft table that I'm getting rid of in here, that new drawer unit in the corner down there replaces, has screw bins in it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to either reuse those, which I think is most practical. I'm going to make a space inside that rolling cabinet where I have the other smaller thing to put those. So that will be the place to get the screws. Because right now that's all kind of messy there, and I really need to clean that up. So yeah, new tool board. I don't know when it's going to happen. But to get a head start on it, I built these here. And I'm going to show you the power tools that I have in here. Jigsaw here, cordless grinder here, power planer here, corded grinder, random orbit sander, my cordless trim router, that's the one I use mostly now, corded skill saw when I need to do some heavy cutting, battery power skill saw right here. Don't know if that's the brand I'm going to stick with, but it's the one that's there for now. Bigger router that I don't use as much, but still need a nail gun, glue gun, and caulking gun. So the bottom shelf is the gun shelf. So I did all this yesterday and the day before. I was out here both days for most of the day. I didn't kill myself. I didn't overwork, and I managed to get it all done. I kind of forgotten how much I can get done when I don't have to film everything. And it's not just setting up the camera and all that. It's the breaks you have to take to bring the footage in, upload it, check for mistakes, or if you didn't actually record something, so before it's too late, you can record it again. Shop is a huge, massive mess, so I'll have to clean that up. I'll probably get started on that later on today, and tomorrow I'm gonna get started, even though I was supposed to do this last week. I'm going to get started on that cabinet that goes in the corner, the hutch, with the shelves above and the sharpening station, I guess you could say, down below. But before I do that, I need to get this entire shop cleaned up, and I also need to get, so maybe what I should do is make dividers. I think I'll do that. I'll make dividers for the top 4 drawers on the new drawer unit over there, so that I can empty out that cabinet over there and get that cleaned out of there, so I'll actually have space to work. Because that's the reason why I moved the air cleaner, because it was in the way. I mean, I couldn't really do anything there. And it's not only just, I could do it, but I wouldn't be able to get a clean picture of it to give a decent looking thumbnail so that it would attract people to watch it. I'm gonna turn on the air cleaner to show you how loud it is. It's a little bit louder than it was before because I made a small change to the blower unit to make it more efficient. But it doesn't bother me. This kind of sound used to bother me, but I was working most of yesterday with this running, and it really, didn't faze me. And then, like I said in that exclusive video, this is a better location for the air cleaner because it's more central. It's closer to the 2 major things that create dust in the shop, which is the table saw and the miter saw. Also, it's really convenient to reach. Like, I'm right here doing the work. All I need is to take 1 step sideways and turn it on, and then turn it off when I don't need it. So that's good. A huge improvement. Also, the filters are bigger. The bigger the surface area for the filters are, the more effective it'll be because it's not straining to pull the air through a smaller filter.
And then if you finish this off with some diced onions and some grated orange cheddar like I'm going to, you'd be enjoying what they call in Cincinnati a 4-way. All right, if you don't do the onions and just do the cheese, we would be having what they call a 3-way. And if we're being honest, this is probably the only way that one's getting checked off our bucket list, which is fine, still counts.